What's going on, guys? In this video we're going to take a look at how to create a bootable USB with most of your favorite tools like Kali Linux with persistence, Hiren's boot CD for some basic system administration, Kon Boot for bypassing Windows passwords, and Clonezilla for disk cloning, along with some more stuff. So let's check it out. I'm gonna go ahead and boot into it here. So there is my USB, and this is what the menu will look like once you boot into it. And here you can see we have the system tools, which include Kali Linux and Clonezilla. Then we also have Hiren's boot CD and Kon Boot. So those are the tools we're going to be looking at. Alright, now let's begin creating your bootable USB. Head over to the following website where we'll download YUMI. This is the tool we'll use to create the multi-bootable USB. So go all the way down, hit download, copy it to a safe location, and now we're going to download a series of image files. So let's go ahead and jump into it. First of all, we'll get Kali Linux, go to the downloads page, choose your image. Basically I went with a 64-bit live. Go ahead and download that, and then we're also gonna add Hiren's boot CD to it, which contains a variety of system administration software. Head over to the download section. They have a nice little page with all these tools that you have access to. Then we're also gonna need the Clonezilla, which is a disk cloning software. You can just do AMD ISO and hit download, and that's gonna generate your image. So let's start off with those three. Alright, go ahead and open YUMI. Hit I agree, then select your USB here. Now let's check format FAT32 and wipe disk. And let's do Kali Linux first. And there it is. Now let's select the ISO file. And hit create. Alright, Kali Linux is done. So we'll do no. And with this software, I recommend testing out each individual ISO you put on it before doing more than one at once. So let's restart and let's see if our Kali Linux is working like it should. Alright, we'll go ahead and select the USB here. We'll do system tools and select Kali. Let's do the regular live for now. Alright, cool. We're up and running on Kali Linux. Now let's go back and add some more ISOs to our USB. Alright, now back here in Windows, let's run YUMI again. This time we're gonna go ahead and install Hiren's boot CD, and then we'll go ahead and test it right after also. Yeah, select the multi-boot, then let's go ahead and find Hiren's boot CD here. Where is it? Oh, there it is, Hiren's boot CD PE. Now we'll go ahead and select the ISO file, downloads, and there we go. Let's hit create. Alright, done with that. Now let's go ahead and try it out. And let's fire up Hiren's boot CD. Alright, starting up. There we go. Loading everything. And yeah, there we have it. Hiren's boot CD looking good. And here we have their menu with all the utilities. Now let's go ahead and add Clonezilla to our USB. So let's restart. Alright, back here in Windows, let's run YUMI one more time. Select your USB. Now let's search for Clonezilla. And there it is. Let's browse to the link for it. And there we have it. Now let's go ahead and create it. Hit yes. There we go, it's done. Let's go ahead and try it out. Finish and reboot. Alright, let's boot the USB. Let's go ahead on System Tools and try out Clonezilla. Alright, if we make it to this screen, chances are very likely that it's gonna work. Go ahead and select English. Yep. And yeah, basically this is where we'd go ahead and clone a disk. So we're pretty much set. Now let's go ahead and do Kon Boot and then set up persistence for Kali Linux. Alright, now let's do Kon Boot. You can pretty much buy it from their website, or if you Google you might find a free version they released a while ago. So once you get your hands on Kon Boot, let's go ahead and fire YUMI one more time. And we'll need to do a little bit of hacking in order to get Kon Boot working. So go ahead and select your USB. Then let's look here for Kon Boot. I think it was all the way towards the bottom. Yep. So select Kon Boot purchased and do show all ISOs. So once you've done that, let's go ahead and browse. We'll go into the folder where we have our Kon Boot content. So here I have it, Windows, CD, and I'm gonna go ahead and select the Kon Boot CD image file. And we'll go ahead and create it. There we go, process is complete. Now select no, finish, and it is not working yet. We need to do one more thing, so go into that same folder, and for the Kon Boot USB, you want to head over to USB files, and you want to go ahead and copy both image files. So do copy. Then head into your Multiboot partition here, and we have to go to Multiboot, Kon Boot, and we'll go ahead and paste these two over here. Alright, now once we've done that, let's go ahead and restart to try it out. Alright, choose your USB. Now let's find Kon Boot. It should be here. There we have it. Let's hit enter and we'll do the current version. And there you go, it's booting up. It's pretty sick. Alright, so I'm not gonna waste too much time testing Kon Boot. We can see it works, it's booting. Now finally, the one last thing we need to do is to create a persistence partition for our Kali Linux. So I'm gonna go ahead and jump into that part. Alright, the one last thing we need to do is go ahead and fire up AOMEI Partition Assistant, or download it first if you don't have it yet. And with it, let me go ahead and open it here. Yep. And yeah, with the AOMEI partition assistant, we're gonna go ahead and create a persistence partition for Kali Linux. So let's go ahead and do create partition, and then we can choose the size. I'll make it like yeah, 32 gigs. Let me do advanced. We'll make sure to keep the name persistence, and we'll create it as a primary, and let's do OK, and then let's go ahead and apply it. Proceed. Yes. Alright, done creating the partition. Now we have to go ahead and format it. Extended for. So let's do OK, and let's apply it. There we go, done. Alright, now let's head over to Kali Linux. Okay, let's boot into our USB. Let's choose Kali. And we'll do live USB with persistence. Alright, there we go. So let's go ahead and double click persistence over here. Now that we've mounted the persistence partition, let's create a document called persistence.conf, and inside of it we'll go ahead and write /union, and we can save that. And now let's restart into Kali again. Okay. Now we can actually do live USB persistence, and we should have persistent working. So we're gonna go ahead and try to create some files, connect to a Wi-Fi to see if it saves the connection, and you know, basically test it out. Okay, so I am already connected. Now let's go ahead and create a folder. We'll call it testing, and we can create a file here called persist. Cool. Is persistence working? And we'll go ahead and save this file. And yeah, let's basically restart it now and do the final test to see if we have the persistence. Alright, let's see it. There we have Kali, live persistence. Let's try it out. Alright, there we go. Boom. We got the testing folder. We got our persist file in here. So there we go, guys. We got everything working. Our persistence partition with 30 gigs. We got Kon Boot. We got Hiren's boot CD, Clonezilla, and of course, if you wanted to go ahead and add even more distributions or other tools, you'd be able to use the list to find the software, download it. And yeah, big ups to YUMI. Very easy to use tool, even though there were a few hacks to get persistence working in Kon Boot, but we got it done. Hope you guys enjoyed this one, and I'll see you next time.